So, you've now successfully logged on to the parent dashboard on Frog. The first thing I'd like to show you really on the front page is our Twitter feed, which highlights all the excellent things that are going on in school that we can celebrate and share with our local community. Also on the front page, you can see the Easter letter that was published just before the end of last half term. On the front page here, there are opportunities for you to download that Easter letter, and there are also opportunities here, if you click this tab, to download previous letters. It will take you to a new page where you can see the letters are broken down into whole school letters and then into your relevant year group. So by clicking on one of those tabs, you'll be able to access the letters that are just specific for the child, the year group your child is in. If you want to close down this page, please can you make sure that you use the cross in the right hand corner and don't use the back button, because that will actually take you off the Frog page, the Frog website. Also on the front page, we've got links for the parent pay. So if you want to put money onto your child's account or pay for a trip, you can do it through that way. Also got a link to the parents' evening booking system. So when you've got a parents' evening coming up, there's a straight link into that, so you can make the appointments to see the relevant teachers. And we've also got the past headlines that have been published and all the policies for you to have a look at too. At the bottom of the page, the Frog page, you can see we've got the latest agenda with all the things that are happening in school that might be relevant to your child. Right, so back to the top of the page then, you can see here that we've got several other tabs. The next tab I want to look at is the tab that's entitled My Child. So I'll click on that, and you can see there's another tab underneath, which I'll come back to in a moment. What you will need to do, what you should see then, is your child's name appear on the left hand side, and although mine, as it's a fictitious child, hasn't got anything filled in on the attendance trend or the attendance detail, for your child this should give you an indication of the attendance of your child and their attendance to the morning and afternoon sessions. If we then go back to click on the assessment overview, you then have the opportunity to have a look at the work that your child has been set for homework. So what we need to do now is click on that tab, My Child's Work, and that will take you to the assessment page or the assignment page for your child. Quite a bit of information here that I want to draw your attention to. Obviously, we've got the assignment name, the subject area where that's been assigned, the date that that was issued, and also, probably more importantly, the date that that is due, and the teacher that has issued this work. Now here we have an icon that is all about whether the work has had some feedback written on it. Okay, so if the child has had some feedback on it, that should be highlighted in pink, as you can see in this case here. Okay, it will obviously then be completed and the marks then released. Okay, once the marks have been released, the member of staff will close the assignment. So we'll click on Close Assignments, and you can backtrack to see previous assignments and actually the work that has been marked. So if I just flick through to one that I've been working with, which is this one here, you can see that I've marked this piece of work. So if I was to click on that, it will take me to that work. Again, the icon appears here, so I'm going to click on that piece of work, click on feedback, and it should take me to that piece of work. Now, I need to click on the comments, and you can see now that as we go through it, there are little icons that then match to the comment that has been made. Okay, and again, little icon there, you can tap on that and look at the comment that has been made. I will come back to that in much more detail later on. Okay, so that's just a quick overview of how you can access your child's work. If I just close that down. Also, we've got access to the faculty's work. So each faculty has got their own pages. So if I click on maths, for example, you can see that maths have got quite a bit of work on here. Okay, a little bit of information about the reforms of 2015 from the GCSEs. And again, you've got numerous tabs which staff have set up with work for your child. Okay, some teachers are putting lessons on here. So if I just go back, click off here, you can see that some members of staff are actually putting lessons on. I'll give my example here. There are specific lessons for the children that I'm working with that the children can access to help them with their revision, etc., etc. So there's plenty of work going on. Not all of the sites are publicised for everyone to see. Some will just be publicised for the children to see. That's fine. That again will now be assigned through their homework, so you will be able to access them in that way.